It's a standoff over the State of the Union, and for President Trump, he only has the upside. Hey, everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Well, the standoff over the State of the Union address, which is supposed to be delivered on January 29th, is an ongoing situation, if you will, and it may change even by the time you watch this video. Here's what we know as of right now. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi invited President Trump to deliver the State of the Union address at a joint session of Congress. She did so as the government shutdown was already underway. Then a couple of weeks ago, Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, said, "Hey, Mr. President," in a written letter, she said this, "it would be best if you not deliver the State of the Union address because with the government shutdown, who knows if security will be good enough or not." Now, the security angle was disputed by Homeland Security and the Secret Service and everybody else. So President Trump on Wednesday morning sent a letter to Nancy Pelosi rejecting her request to delay the State of the Union speech. And Trump said, quote, I look forward to seeing you on the evening of January 29th in the chamber of the House of Representatives. It would be so very sad for our country if the State of the Union were not delivered on time, on schedule, and very importantly, on location. Nancy Pelosi then sent a letter back to Trump Wednesday afternoon saying, "No, Mr. President, we're canceling the State of the Union address." This is what Nancy Pelosi had to say to the president via a letter. When I extended an invitation on January 3rd for you to deliver the State of the Union address, it was on a mutually agreed upon date of January 29th. At that time, there was no thought that the government shutdown would or still be a government shutdown, which that's kind of her fault for not thinking that, not the president's, and it shows that Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats thought the president and the Republicans would cave by now. Anyway, she continues, "In my further correspondence on January 16th, I said we should work together and find a mutually agreed upon date once the government has reopened, and I hope we can still do that. I'm writing to inform you the House of Representatives will not consider a concurrent resolution authoring the President's State of the Union address in the House chamber until the government has reopened." President Trump responding to that, "I'm not surprised. It's really a shame what's happening with the Democrats. They've become radicalized. They don't want crime stopped, which we can easily do on the southern border. This will go on for a while." Okay, so that's where we stand right now. The State of the Union address, a showdown over it, and I really believe President Trump has the upper hand on this. It's all good for President Trump. If I were President Trump or advising President Trump, here's what I would do. One of two options. Hold the State of the Union address on the U.S.-Mexico border. Go ahead, have the border as a backdrop, either deliver it outside, which I think would be awesome, or, hold it at an arena or a venue close to the border. But I think holding it on the U.S.-Mexico border would send a lot of signals. Obviously, you have the U.S.-Mexico border, the border wall funding, the government shutdown, all tied into it. But I think it would be a great backdrop for the President of the United States. If he doesn't do that, the second option, and I think this would be another amazing backdrop, is to have a rally. Deliver the State of the Union address and do so in front of real people. Do so in front of U.S. citizens. Invite Republican members of Congress if they want to attend. Hell, invite Democrat members of Congress if they want to attend. And have a rally for America, a State of the Union rally for President Trump and the State of the Union address on January 29th. He could also, of course, deliver the State of the Union address in the U.S. Senate. But if I were him, I would, again, either go to the border and hold a State of the Union address at the U.S.-Mexico border, or I would take your case directly to the American people, hold a rally, a State of the Union rally with President Trump, invite members of Congress if they want to attend, and have a great big party and deliver the State of the Union address while the Democrats and Nancy Pelosi continue to resist the business of the American people. I really do think that as this shutdown continues, Republicans are holding tight. Democrats are going to crack on this because they have to realize the competent, still in reality, Democrats have got to realize the American people want border security. They may not want a full wall reaching across the entire border, but that's not even what the president's talking about now. In my opinion, President Trump has the upper hand on this. He's right in this fight to keep the government shut down and to press the Democrats on funding. If they do not fund the government and they do not fund border security by the State of the Union address, if I were President Trump, I would declare a national emergency in the State of the Union address. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO.